Social media, a new frontier. These are the voyages of Chat of Champions.
Rising up to the fallen door, father. Fuck you, just a man that is will to survive. I kill you, you evil shit, die. Fuck you, die. You drink my goddamn piss. Oh my god, I could have fought you in the first place! I shit your father's fucking face! Alright!
And remember, fellow podcast listeners, with a great podcast comes great responsibility. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of Chat of Champions. I'm Casey Strong. What I have in my hands is something special. It is a book that was published in 1988 entitled The Greatest Joker Stories Ever Told. I picked it up in a secondhand store I frequent every now and then. I was looking for some DVDs. Sometimes they have a good movie every now and then. And in this little podunk town I fucking live in, out in the middle of nowhere, a good movie is hard to come by. So whenever you find a place to get one, you keep going there. So anyway, I walk around this store because you never know what you're going to find in a secondhand store, and I damn near missed this. I walked over it twice. I went up to the counter, made my purchase, was walking out the front door, looked down, and lo and behold, there was this book. And as I flipped the pages, I noticed the unmistakable illustrations of Bob Kane. So I knew this was something I had to pick up, and I picked it up for $2. So, shit. You can't beat that. So, anyway, I opened this book, and I realized that the first story in this book is entitled simply Batman vs. the Joker. Originally presented in Batman #1, spring of 1940, and right then it clicked in my brain. This is going to be my next podcast. Because this is the story that started it all. The first appearance of the Joker. Actually, that's not true. I'm wrong. The Joker appeared actually in Detective Comics, which was a series, like 12 comics, that was presented just before Batman #1, and Detective Comics did so well that Batman got its own spin-off, which was very rare at that time. I believe only one other superhero had that at the time. It actually took another couple months before Superman got his own comic. So Batman led the way for the comic book heroes of today. So pretty much, yeah. Actually, yes. You can safely say that Batman paved the way for all of our favorite comic book heroes of today. So anyway, as I flip through these pages, there's a brilliant introduction in here entitled The Joker's Dozen, which, you know what? I might go ahead and read to you. I'll read the first paragraph of this introduction because it's like fucking 5 pages long and I want to get to the story, but I'll read you the first paragraph. You'd think the guy was deserving of arrest after surviving the murder of his parents, training to become the Dark Knight detective, meeting Dick Grayson, and transforming him into Robin, the Boy Wonder, and dealing with such adversaries as Dr. Death, the Batman. Yes, the Batman should have been pooped. All of these adventures took place in less than a dozen issues of Detective Comics, a handful of the most popular comics ever published. The Batman was so successful, he was promoted to his own comic book title, a distinction shared with but only one other comics character at the time, and it took Superman a couple more months to achieve spin-off status. So, yes, I've read this about 3 or 4 times, so. Anyway, moving on to probably one of my favorite comic book stories I've ever read because it's just so brilliantly written and it's set before the actual continuity rules were established. So, before there was rules like, before it was quite common that the villain would be executed at the end of the story. This was actually one of the first stories that he was not. The Joker, as we all know, was not killed and actually remains one of the most popular characters of today. So, moving on to the story, straight out of Batman #1, written by Bob Kane. No, I'm sorry. I fucked up. It was written by Bill Finger, illustrated by Bob Kane. God, should be crucified for that mistake. With Jerry Robinson, colorist Tatiana Wood. So, here we go. Batman with Robin the Boy Wonder by Bob Kane. Once again, a master criminal stalks the city streets. A criminal weaving a web of death about him, leaving stricken victims behind wearing a ghastly clown's grin, the sign of death from the Joker. The only two that dared to oppose him, Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. Two to battle the grim jester called the Joker. A battle of wits. A battle of wits with swift death, the only compromise. It's night. In most homes, people listen to their radios. My, isn't it peaceful, sitting at home like this? Nothing like it. Static. Suddenly, the music cuts. A voice, a toneless voice drones. Tonight, at precisely 12 o'clock midnight, I will kill Henry Claridge and steal the Claridge diamond. Do not try to stop me. The Joker has spoken. Once again, music. Henry! Did you hear? Henry Claridge, the millionaire to be killed, the famous diamond stolen! Ha! That's just a gag. Like the fellow who scared everybody with that story about Mars the last time. Ha ha! Pay no attention to it, dear.
Radio stations are swamped with calls. Officials declare the strange message is not part of the program. The gag has become a reality.
Henry Claridge, frantic with fear.
You've got to protect me. I'm going to be killed. Robbed. Don't worry, Mr. Claridge. You and that diamond of yours will be safe enough. We'll all stay in the same room where the diamond is kept and watch you.
11 o'clock. 1 hour to go. An inflexible cordon is formed about the doomed man. Time drags on. Seconds, minutes, hours, then the fatal hour. Not hours, seconds, minutes, then the fatal hour. It's only 11 o'clock, so it wouldn't be hours till 12 o'clock. Sorry. I'll start over from the beginning of that panel. Here we go. Time drags on. Seconds, minutes, then the fatal hour. 12 o'clock. I'm still alive. I'm not dead. I'm safe. Then, without warning, the Joker has fulfilled his threat. Claridge is dead.
Dead? It isn't possible. Chief, look, his mouth.
Slowly, the facial muscles pull the dead man's mouth into the repellent, ghastly grin. The sign of death from the Joker.
What now, Chief? The Claridge diamond. If the Joker killed Claridge, he must have the diamond. But how could he? We were in the room all the time. The diamond. The Joker didn't get it after all. He did get it. It's phony. It's glass. Chief, I found something in here. It was underneath the case.
A Joker's card. The sign of the Joker. Not far away sits a man. A man with a changeless face. But for the eyes, burning, hate-filled eyes. The Claridge diamond, mine! Those bungling police. How they would like to know how I managed it. And how I should like to shout it to their stupid faces. A solution injected to a sleeping Claridge at 12 last night. A solution that kills at exactly 12 tonight. They find the glass diamond tonight that I exchanged for the real one last night. A prediction on the radio of a crime that has already been done. A man smiles a smile without mirth. Rather a smile of death. The awesome, ghastly grin of the Joker. If the police expect to play against the Joker, they had best be prepared to be dealt from the bottom of the deck.
Newspaper, radios, all scream the story of the ruthless, cunning criminal, the Joker. At home, Bruce Wayne, the Batman, speaks with his young ward, Dick Grayson, known as Robin the Boy Wonder. But Bruce, why don't we take a shot at this Joker guy? Not yet, Dick. The time isn't ripe yet. But when we do...
Another night. Another break. The same deadly mocking voice. Tonight, in exactly 1 hour, I will kill Jay Wilde and steal the Ronka's ruby. The Joker has spoken.
It's 9 now. 10 o'clock. That fiend will kill Jay Wilde. It's him again. The Joker.
Again, a wall of humans encircles a doomed man.
I'm going to die in 5 minutes. I'm going to die. Die.
The toll of time. The fatal hour.
10. It's going to happen. Now. The clock is ticking my life away.
A strangled scream. Death.
Ah!
Followed by a strange gas. From the suit of armor that stood in the corner of the room, the Joker emerges. Lucky for the police, that venom spray only paralyzes for the while. Else they would have perished like Wilde. He had no spray but a blown dart. You had the concentrated venom on the dart, eh, Wilde? Didn't you, eh? Are you so happy that you smile for joy, eh? I'm glad to have brought you so much cheer. The diabolical Joker removes the armor and steals the Ronka's ruby. Thank you all, gentlemen. You have me happy too. We shall meet again. The police search everywhere for the Joker, but to no avail. But another group has also interested the criminal, a hangout noted for its criminal element. I gotta tell you, boys, we gotta get this guy, the Joker. You're right, Brute. He's cutting in on our racket. We get the Claridge Diamond lined up for an easy job, and he pulls the job. And don't forget, we were gonna try for the Ronka's ruby. What are we gonna do? Take it lying down? I got an idea, you guys. Go out and pass the word around that Brute Nelson is gonna get the Joker. He thinks the Joker is a yellow rat. The sensational news that Brute Nelson is gunning for the Joker travels the criminal grapevine. The Batman is ready to go into action. Where are you going alone? I'm going to the home of Brute Nelson. I heard some news today over the grapevine that makes me think the time is ripe. It is night. Brute Nelson sits in his private house in the suburbs. The Joker, eh? I get through with him. He'll be a joke, all right. Suddenly, a drowning voice, a funeral face with eyes radiating hate. Talking about me? The Joker! Suddenly, doors burst open. The Joker is trapped. Very neat of that ugly head of yours. It appears that it does have a brain. Sure, I knew you got sore enough to come for me. Oops, I fucked up. That's not Joker's line. That's Brute's line. Sure, I knew you got sore enough to come for me. Suddenly, a scrape of a foot is heard upon the stair. The mighty Batman. I'm afraid I wasn't silent as I'd hoped to be. The Batman! How did he get in here?
The Joker is momentarily forgotten as the Batman leaps down the stairs. Look out! Shoot him! A human avalanche strikes the gentleman. The gunman. Sorry, they're not very gentleman-like, are they? Rather unsteady on your feet, aren't you? A massive fist crashes against a gunman's jaw. The Batman grabs a chair and swings. Have a seat. There's enough room on this chair for two. The Joker takes advantage of the fight to settle an old score. I won't even waste the usual Joker venom on you, brute. I'm gonna give you something you can understand. Lead! Bang! I have no gunshot sound effects, but there would be one if I did have some. Like a juggernaut, the Batman leaps down after the ruthless Joker. That guy is getting away. He won't if I can help it. Even as the car starts, the Batman is upon it like an avenging black cloud. Hasn't this boy heard of a leap year? Only the mighty Batman could have made the leap successfully. You! Prepare to die! Made it! And now... But the Joker... With the speed of light, the Batman grabs the Joker's hand. I'd rather live, if you don't mind. As the car careens madly off the bridge, the door swings open, the Batman's tumbling form taking the Joker with it. The struggling men fall to the bridge. As they rise, the Joker explodes with a haymaker off the Batman's jaw. I'm going to kill you! A wicked kick rakes the Batman's head. Blast you! Fall! The murderous Joker pushes the helpless Batman off the bridge. Fight the Joker, will you? Let that be a lesson. A permanent lesson. The shock of the cold water quickly revives the Dark Knight. Wow! My head feels like it could burst at any moment. It seems I've at last met a foe that can give me a good fight. However, I'm not licked yet. Not quite. Later, once more the Joker delivers his message of doom. Judge Drake, you once sent me to prison. For that you will die. Death will come at 10. The Joker has spoken. It's 8 now! 2 hours. Judge Drake's home. It's 9 o'clock. 1 more hour to live. Listen, Judge. I've got the men posted outside every door. No one can get you in here. Relax. Let's play some cards. 10 minutes fly. It's your bet, Judge. Oh, sorry, not 10 minutes. The minutes fly. It's your bet, Judge. You win. I need the ace of spades to win the game. You can't win anyway. You see, I hold the winning card. The judge is aghast as he looks at the supposed police chief. You, the police chief, the Joker! Yes, but not quite. The police chief, the real police chief, is thrust up in the cellar, disguised as one of my many accomplishments. The clock tolls. Death kneeled for yet another victim of the Joker. 10 o'clock.
The venom works well. Adieu, Judge. Our little game is finished. The police chief gives orders.
Judge Drake is dead. The Joker has won again. Watch the body. I'm going to headquarters. Dead! Okay, Chief.
But as he exits, he is spied by Robin, the Boy Wonder. Batman told me to follow anyone that comes out of the judge's house. So, here goes. Robin trails the man to a cold, deserted house. Going into that house, the bold young daredevil enters the sinister dwelling. Cheerful place? I don't think. It's quiet. Almost too quiet. A crushing blow from behind. Snooper, eh? But what of the Batman? The Batman outside of the judge's house inspects the scene of the crime. The Joker's latest murder. Robin gone. Must have followed a lead. I'll use the trusty bat lamp. A red light flashes over the ground. Miraculously, Robin's footsteps glow in the dark. This invention of mine will come in handy. The sole of both Robin and Batman's boots are treated with the luminous chemical that glows over the light of the infrared ray. Now, we'll see where Robin went. Police disguise removed. Once again, the Joker prepares to have his little joke. When? And now the venom into your... What? Not so fast! Drop it! A clubbing blow. You may be the Joker, but I'm the king of clubs! Sends the Joker crashing into the chemical table. A flash of electric flame ignites the chemicals as a blast. Ignites the chemicals. A blast! Then fire! The Joker's hand stealthily reaches for the spray gun that has fallen to the floor. Harmless but paralyzing gas spews forth. Injections of an antidote has made me immune, Batman, but not you! The Batman's jaw tightens into the ghastly Joker's grin. I leave you here, paralyzed to perish in the flames! Adieu, Batman! But the Joker has not reckoned with the amazing recuperative powers of the mighty Batman. Robin tied! Got to get out of here! And escape from a fiery death. A few moments later, the Joker is gone. I'd give anything to know where. He boasted inside that he was going after the Cleopatra necklace next. The Cleopatra necklace! That's owned by Otto Drexel. Come on, there's not a moment to lose with a maniac on the loose. Otto Drexel lives in the penthouse, in that building across the street. If we can only get up there before the Joker does. In the penthouse, the Joker prepares to enter. But leaping from the scaffold, the cowled Batman, still at it, eh? The crazed killer wildly throws bullet after bullet into the overcoming figure. Die! Blast you! Die! Why won't you die? Hasn't the Joker ever heard of a bulletproof vest? Empty! The madman hurls the gun at the Batman. I'll kill you!
It seems to me that you have said that before. Now, Mr. Joker, let me see if you can really fight. The maniac leaps from the adjoining construction. You'll never take me, Batman! But on the other side, waiting is the boy wonder Robin. You too? Right, Joker! I'm the ace in the hole! As the Joker climbs onto the riveting platform, he leaps at Robin, who drops. And that's for the sock in the head! The smashing kick sends the Joker flying off the scaffolding. As the frantic man falls. Oh, sorry. I had to look at my computer for a second. As the frantic man falls past the penthouse, Balustrade, a hand reaches out. Ah, I'm falling! Oh, no, you're not! The strong arm of the Batman hauls him back to safety. You're too valuable of a prize to lose. You played your last hand, Joker. A final blow with all of the strength of the Batman behind it lays out the Joker. The next day, a headline in the Daily Star. Batman captures the Joker, leaves Joker in front of police station. But what I'd like to know is how the victim's mouth turned up into that terrible grin. Some sort of drug that pulled the muscles of the face. The Joker was clever, but a diabolical killer. Too clever and too deadly to be free. But even as Bruce speaks, at the state prison, the Joker is plotting for his escape. They can't keep me here. I know a way out. The Joker will have the last laugh. The end. That's it. Little tagline at the end here. The Amazing Batman! America's most famous adventure strip. Character with that sensational new discovery, that laughing young daredevil, Robin the Boy Wonder, will thrill you every month with their astounding exploits in Detective Comics. Via 1940. So, that is it. That was the story from Batman #1. Really hoped you enjoy it, and I'll have plenty more stories to come, because there is 19 more stories in this book, man. So, I'll come up with other shit too, but definitely in future podcasts, we're going to have more presentations of Batman. There's one more Bob Kane story, but Bob Kane gave up the artistic endeavors of Batman to others in the future. So the next story you will hear will be yet another Bob Kane story, presented 1 year later from Batman #4, entitled The Case of the Joker's Crime Circus. So that will be the next Joker story I present to you guys. So, I think that about wraps it up for now, for me, here. So, be sure to follow me on Twitter at CaseyStrong4, or you can look me up on Facebook, too. Just type in Casey Strong, the same picture that's on my Twitter account, man. It's
It's on my Facebook account, so you'll know me when you find me. And go look at all the latest Chat of Champions and all the previous Chat of Champions at youtube.com/KC's Chat of Champions 2. So, that's about it for me. Without further ado, see y'all, man. With a great podcast comes great responsibility. Have a good one, folks.